Corpus Christi veterans in Incarnate Ward. I'm Joe Bowling with you, and we are back to racing here after the intermission. This will be the girls 100-meter butterfly. One heat, so this will be the finals. Lane 4 is, check out lane 3, Bella Shimbundi. Relating signs in lane 4, Brooke Morgan in lane 5. Miranda Guerra in lane 6, closest to your screen. Out of the start, it is the sophomore, Liliana Signs for the Eagles, that will make the turn. Right behind her in lane 3 is Bella Shimbundi for the Angels. In lane 3, Shimbundi right there with Signs at the turn. Signs turned in a 1:12.34 as her seed time, which was 3 seconds better than Bella Shimbundi. 2 trips up and down the pool. Signs continues the lead by just a short margin over Shimbundi. Shimbundi keeping her in her sights, but Signs has the clean water in front of her. Good turn this time for Signs to bring it home. Final part of the race, and she extends the lead off that turn. Shimbundi trying with a strong finish to track her down. Liliana Signs for the Eagles. Couple of sophomores for first and second. Signs will reach the wall first and win the event. Followed by Shimbundi. Brooke Morgan for the Eagles will come in third, and Miranda Guerra will finish in the 4th spot. A 109.90 will take first place in this for Liliana Signs for the Eagles, and she'll win this. We continue our broadcast from Corpus Christi with the boys 100-meter butterfly, which is coming up. You can see the participants, 3 racers in this. Adon Arenas in lane 3, the far lane. Isaiah Vidal next to him, and Jordan Contreras in lane 5, the closest to your screen. Vidal is the favorite, turned in a time of 53.89 for a seed time. 2 trips up and down the pool. As Vidal out front on the 100-yard butterfly. Arenas behind him, but it's Vidal with the lead. After the turn, Vidal comfortably on top. Jordan Contreras trying to track down Arenas for second place, and that's a close race back there as Vidal has extended the lead, making the final turn. Good turn by Vidal. Again, he turned in a time of 53.89. So he won't better that time, but he will still capture the victory here in lane 4 by half a pool length for the win. Second place, Arenas looks like he's going to hold on for second for the Angels, and Jordan Contreras for the Eagles will take third. And there's your times, 59.50 on the finish. And so the win for Vidal. And we'll be back with the girls 100-yard freestyle right after this.
For future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at CCISD.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp.
Back here, and we are in the middle of the 100-yard freestyle. This is the first of 2 heats on the girls' side. With the lead on the turn is Elena Volk. This is 2 trips up and down the pool, but she has a lead out of the gate. Freshman Adrian Riza is behind her. Now Risen falls back off the pace as Avery Medina in lane 5 for the Eagles. All 3 of these are from the Eagles. 3 lanes occupied for this race, 7 coming up for the second heat. Again, it's all timed, so there will be no finals. So this, in essence, is the finals for these racers. Elena Volk will reach the wall first, touch the wall. And we'll wait for her official time. Medina takes second and Riza third in the heat. And Volk turns in a time of 1:19.24. So that's the time that the second heat will be chasing here. Mary Champine, run down your lanes for you here. Mary Champine in lane 1. Malaya Martinez in lane 2. Mia Grover 3. Bianca Wilson in lane 4. Lane 5, that's an Angel, Bella Shimbundle. An Eagle in lane 6, Elena Hinton. In lane 7 is the Mustangs. That's the closest lane when they put the cameras on the screen. The time to chase on the seed times is Bianca Wilson for the Mustangs in lane 4. She turned in a time of 57.49 prior to this meet. Out of the start, it's lane 2. Malia Martinez hitting the pool first. However, coming out of the water, it's a race between Wilson and Chimbunde. Wilson in lane 4, Chimbunde in lane 5. Wilson makes the turn first. Chimbunde, though, gets a great rip through the water, and they are just neck and neck. As they'll touch the wall on the first turn, Chimbunde may have a little bit of an edge. What a turn for Wilson and Chimbunde. Wilson in lane 4, Chimbunde in lane 5. Wilson now extends out just a bit in front. Chimbunde is catching her as they'll touch a wall for the final time and make a last turn. It's all going to come down to this. They both turn clean. Chimbunde comes out of the water first, and this will come right down to the end. Chimbunde in lane 5, the nearest to your screen. Wilson just outside of her. It's going to come down to the stretch, and it is Wilson apparently on front in lane 4 with a time of 1:03.69, and she will get the win. Chimbunde was right behind her on that finish. So Bianca Wilson for the Mustangs, the junior, with a time of 1:03.69, wins the girls 100-yard freestyle. We'll be back with the boys 100-yard freestyle right after this.
Caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
DS Oilfield Construction and the family of Rene Martinez III would like to wish Rene and his fellow teammates the best of luck for the 2020 football.
Back here, the boys 100-yard freestyle. This is the first heat of 2. 4 participants in the pool. Nathaniel Holt in lane 3, Waylon Patterson in lane 4, Ezekiel Butcher in lane 5, Christian Caballero in lane 6. They've dropped one of the racers in this, so Waylon Patterson is your leader. Patterson and Ezekiel Butcher, the only 2 to hit the pool in this first heat. Patterson, an Angel, a freshman, no time turned in for a seed time. So he'll be posting the time to chase for the second heat. Clean in front. Waylon Patterson for the Angels will touch the wall. Yes! That was a good time according to the coach. Rooting on Patterson there on the sidelines. Butcher comes in second. 102.82 for Patterson. Takes the heat. And heat 2, they're saying all 8 lanes are occupied. We'll take a look when they get on the starting blocks. Before that, Incarnate Ward, the Angels win the first heat of the boys' 100-yard freestyle. Again, they're chasing a time, so anything better than 102.82 will start moving Patterson down the line on the finals as far as the finishing order. Looks like all 8 are in place. King in lanes 1 and 2, 6 and 8. Veterans in lanes 3, 4, and 7. Away we go. 2 trips up and down the pool. Best time turned in was Paul Brown for the Eagles with a 51.01 on seed times. That's 5 seconds better than Isaiah Chimbunde. Chimbunde, though, as we hit the wall for the first leg, is just ahead of Brown. Chimbunde down there in lane 5. He's closest to your screen. Brown is right next to him, and this is going to be a 2-man race unless Philip Malik can catch him. Majek, that is, out in lane 3. Right now, Brown and Chimbunde make the turn. Headed home. Chimbunde and Brown. Brown edges out in front just a bit. Chimbunde stretching out right down to the reach. Chimbunde or Brown it is. Brown appears to hit first. And we'll look at the finish. Paul Brown on the touch will get the win with a time of 56.33. Just ahead of Chimbunde at 56.59. That's how close that race was. A quarter of a second between first and second for the boys' 100-yard freestyle. That'll now take us to the girls' 500-yard freestyle. This is a 1 heat, 3 racers. Courtney Crow and Liliana Sines for the Corpus Christi Veterans. Eagles. Crow in lane 3 is a junior. Sines is a sophomore in lane 4. And Emily Hand for the Mustangs. Corpus Christi King in lane 5. Fans, share the link on our Facebook if you're watching there so other fans can know these games are going on. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching it there. Help get our numbers in the right direction for the advertisers that we desperately need to be able to broadcast these sporting events. In the water and away we go. 500-yard freestyle. This is a long, grueling race. And so pace is everything on this one. And endurance as they make the turn. Best time turned in is Liliana Sines. She's in lane 4. She turned in a 6:05:01. Right now, Emily Hand in front. But a lot can change in these races. As they will literally make 5 trips up and down the pool. This is the second lap for Sines and Hand. Hand continues to lead the way by now a quarter of the pool over Liliana Sines. Courtney Crow in third over there in the far lane. Emily Hand out in front for the Mustangs. Corpus Christi King. Her best time on a seed time was 6:30. Emily Hand in first place. Makes the turn. You can see no other racers even close to Hand. Just coming through your screen, Liliana Sines is in second place. But Emily Hand right now out in front in this race. Emily Hand, a freshman, way on front in this race. Strong turn. Endurance is the key to this race, though. I've seen racers have these big leads and then get chased down, running out of gas at the end. Emily Hand makes the turn. See, Sines hasn't reached the wall yet to make that turn. Now as she does, nearly a pool length lead for Emily Hand. This is where you have to start digging deep, deep, deep on these endurance races. Sines made up a little time on that turn, but Hand is still comfortably on top. As Hand comes by, she's halfway through the pool, and Sines just now reaches the wall. Hand. Emily Hand for the Mustangs. Makes another turn. Pacing the way here in this race, Emily Hand. Liliana Sines behind her. Emily Hand makes the turn. Grueling race, my friends. If you haven't swum 5 lengths of a pool back and forth, in this case it's 10 lengths back and forth. 10 times up and down a pool nonstop. Emily Hand continues to lead the way. Emily Hand continues to lead as she makes another clean turn. Like a lap or two ago, it looked like Signs might be able to trim that lead, but Emily Hand has maintained this. It's not quite half a pool length. It's still a comfortable lead for Emily Hand. See a nice flow to her strokes as she hits the final leg. Emily Hand. And this is a 10th lap of this race as Emily Hand makes her final trip down. Signs makes the turn at the wall. Emily Hand will reach the wall right now on her final turn. Home stretch run for Emily Hand. Her best time was 6:30 even. She's in position to better that by a wide margin. The Mustang coming in. She'll touch the wall in the 6:08 range. Signs coming in second. And Courtney Crow will wrap up in third place. (6:16.83) is the official time for Emily Hand for first place in this girls 500-yard freestyle. That's nearly 14 seconds better than her time turned in on her seed time. And to put that in perspective, the 6:16.83 would be the second best time for the boys' seed times as we take a look further for the next race, the boys 500-yard freestyle that's coming up. Emily Hand wins this one. We'll be back with the boys 500-yard freestyle after this.
Construction needs, please contact DS Oilfield at 361-396-0059, Alice, Texas, or Logan Wilson at 361-701-8892 at any time. Thank you. Let's go jerseys from DS Oilfield. The Rustic Tea Boutique is now a sponsor for Teams here on Rio Sports Live. Located in Fremont, Texas, supporting both the Cowboys and Cowgirls in their games. Whether it's Twisted X shoes, a wide assortment of Sense apparel, or the latest styles for men and women in clothing or accessories, or a great selection of scented candles, Rustic Tea Boutique in Fremont is your stop.
An increase of 169 cases of COVID-19.
Hospitals continue receiving COVID-19 patients.
When the world needed you, did you rise to the occasion? Since the pandemic began, Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys have won over 700 personal injury cases and recovered millions for their clients. When others shut down, we continued fighting for victims of car accidents, work injuries, and 18-wheeler cases because we still believe in justice for all. Jay Gonzalez.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and we are set for the boys 500-yard freestyle. And they'll hit the pool and away we go. Congratulations again to Emily Hand on the girls freestyle for the Corpus Christi King Mustangs with the win. On the boys, the best time to look at on the seed times is in lane 4. That's Nathaniel Crossan. Crossan touches first after the first lap. Right next to him, closer to us on your screen, In lane 5 is Albert Tucker of the Mustangs. Tucker appears to be in front. Check that, that's Crossan in front. Crossan in front. Devin Weaver in second place over there in lane 3. Albert Tucker is currently in third place. Crossan with the lead. Extending the lead on that leg. This is the boys' 500-yard freestyle, so there's a long way to go in this race. Crossan, Weaver in second. Tucker in third. Tucker's within striking distance of Weaver right now. He can track him down. Nathaniel Crossan is now nearly a pool length lead as he makes a turn. Makes a clean turn. Nathaniel Crossan, a junior for the Eagles. See, as he passes by, the second and third place racers were right there just meeting him in the middle of the pool. That's the lead for Nathaniel Crossan. Coming up, the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. Right now, the boys' 500-yard freestyle. Nathaniel Crossan continues to be the one to chase in this race. Crossan clean sailing as he turns again. He's led start to finish. Devin Weaver was with him for the first part of this race, but it took less than a lap for Nathaniel Crossan to push his way out in front. Nearly has Devin Weaver by a lap now as he makes the turn. Albert Tucker in second place. But this is Nathaniel Crossan right now all the way. As he makes the turn again. He'll have one more lap after he touches the wall here. The bell lap has arrived for Nathaniel Crossan. He's chasing nothing but time right now. His best time in this race on the seed time was 6:06.64. He'll hit the wall at 5:35. Streamlining in for the win, Nathaniel Crossan who led start to finish in the race. Nathaniel Crossan wins the boys 500-yard freestyle. I'll post his time. Looks like a 5:52.72, which would be a best. Crossan extremely happy with his finish. And his seat time was a 6:06.64. Time posted is 5:52.72. Good finish here for Devin Weaver, as Weaver will now make the touch for second place. But that time posted of 5:52.72. His first place for Nathaniel Crossan, the junior, for the Eagles of Corpus Christi King. I'll finish up the race, the 500-yard freestyle. Again, it's a grueling race, my friends. There's nothing easy, nothing fast about this race at all. Strength, endurance, and a ton of conditioning to prepare for this race. The strategy is your pace. Crossan was able to establish that early on. He set the pace and finished strong for the win. His teammate Joseph Rodriguez coming in on lane 7. They're encouraging him. He'll have one lap to go. Freshman, they're encouraging him. Now the entire gym is encouraging Joseph Rodriguez. A good moment here. On a tough race in the pool. Even Crossan himself is out there rooting on his freshman teammate, Joseph Rodriguez. And Rodriguez is going to finish strong, and he will finish the race for the Eagles to the encouragement of the winner, Nathaniel Crossan. That's a neat teammate move there to finish it off. There's your results. The winner, Nathaniel Crossan, with a 5:52.72, takes the boys 500-yard freestyle. We'll be back with the girls 200-yard freestyle relay after this.
Publix 33 in Corpus Christi is a proud sponsor for all teams on Rio Sports Live. If you can't make it to the game, then watch it on the big screen in Publix 33 in Corpus. Great food, great atmosphere before, during, or after the game. Stop in at Publix 33 in Corpus Christi, Texas.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Moore Funeral Home, serving Refugio, a county family since 1969. A family-owned business. They're here to serve you every need. Winston, Judy, and Mark Moore support the Bobcats all the way to state.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are set for the girls 200 free relay. Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial in lane 4. Lane 5 of the Mustangs, and lane 6 is the CC Memorial as well. Away we go. This is a relay. Making the turn first in lane 5 is Emily Hand. Hand just finished that girls' 500-yard freestyle. She'll bring it home as they take the lead after one. Miranda Guerra now in the pool for the Mustangs in lane 5. Second place, Zara Barkowski for the Eagles in lane 4. But Guerra has the lead, and she maintains the margin, maybe even stretching that out a bit. Now on the turn, Barkowski makes up some time. Guerra for the Eagles, Barkowski also for the Eagles. Alexis De Leon ready to hit the pool. She will. De Leon for the Mustangs in lane 5. Catherine Hamish now in the pool for the Eagles in lane 4. Alexis De Leon makes the turn. She'll be turning it over to Bianca Wilson, who is on the anchor for this, the junior for the Eagles, or the Mustangs that is. And she'll hit the pool first, Bianca Wilson. Liliana Sainz waiting, and now hits the pool. But Wilson with a comfortable lead. She hits the wall for the final turn. Bianca Wilson for the Mustangs. They'll win this girls' 200-yard freestyle. We'll check the time posted. There it is. Finish first place. Bianca Wilson wraps up the race. Sainz now touches for second for the Eagles. Now Elena Volk will bring up the final part of this race for the Eagles. 152.96 was the time posted for the Mustangs, and that's nearly 3 seconds better than their seed time for the win. We'll be back with the boys' 200-yard freestyle right after this.
The kids are headed back to school, and this year, more than ever, they'll need internet they can rely on from VTX1 companies. Internet that makes the grade is vital to connect students at home with teachers and professors alike. Our friendly staff is standing by to give you any help you may need. For a limited time only, get free installation from a company headquartered in the Rio Grande Valley. Call VTX1 at 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Back here at the CCISD Natatorium for this tri-meet between Corpus Christi King, Corpus Christi Veterans, and Incarnate Ward. We've reached event 18 of the day, which will be the boys' 200-yard freestyle relay. One heat for the finals. Lane 2 is the Mustangs. Lane 3 is the Angels of Incarnate Ward. Lane 4 is the Eagles. Lane 5 is the Mustangs, and lane 6 is the Eagles. Best time turned in for a seed is the fourth lane, which is the Eagles, with a time of 1:31.23. Grayson Centerfit starts the race for the Eagles in lane 4. Angels haven't posted who their participants are in lane 3. So we'll just tell you that lane 3 is Incarnate Ward, and right now they make the turn in first place after the first touch of the wall. Centerfit for the Eagles trying to chase down Incarnate Ward, but Incarnate Ward will make the exchange first. Hitting the pool for the Eagles is Nathaniel Crossan. Crossan coming off that boys' 500-yard freestyle. Crossan trying to catch the Angels. They make the turn. He does take the lead. Nathaniel Crossan for the Eagles in first place. Angels right behind him as Evan Riza will hit the pool. Pool hit by the Angels. Riza, though, in the lead. And now coming up strong is Fernando Canseco in lane 5 for the Mustangs. Canseco turning in a strong run here. He'll touch the wall, but he's chasing down Riza, but he's made up a lot of ground. Riza will hand it off to Jordan Contreras for the anchor. Albert Tucker will be given a chance, though, because of the leg by Fernando Canseco. Contreras hits the water. Tucker behind him, and Tucker is dead on his heels now as they make the touch for the final turn on this race, and Tucker may have taken the lead. Tucker just in front. It's going to come down to the wire. Jordan Contreras in lane 4, Tucker in lane 5. Who will get the stretch? It looks like it's Contreras. It is. Jordan Contreras at the stretch, and we'll take a look on the replay as they made that turn coming in. It's just dead on. And yes, the Eagles behind a finish of Jordan Contreras with the win. 150.12 for the win. Just ahead of the Mustangs. The Eagles take the boys' 200-yard freestyle relay. We'll be back with the girls' 100-yard backstroke right after this.
In Fremont, Texas, off Highway 281 is the Oasis Restaurant, serving great food daily. And if you can't make it to the game, then watch it while you eat. Carry out and dine in available. Great selection of food for any taste and supporting local athletes all the way. The Oasis Restaurant in Fremont, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Welcome back to our coverage. This will be the girls' 100-yard backstroke. There is just one heat, so these are the participants that will be racing for the win. Avery Medina for the Eagles in lane 3. Alexis De Leon for the Mustangs in lane 4. Jaslyn Garcia for the Mustangs in lane 5. And the Eagles' J.C. DeMeyer is in lane 6, the closest to your screen, as they hit the pool. Best time turned in for a seed is in lane 4, Alexis De Leon with a 1:11.94, which was nearly 30 seconds ahead of Jaslyn Garcia. Making the turn, the backstroke. 2 laps up and down for this 100. And it is De Leon with the lead halfway through. Now making some room is J.C. Danmeyer in lane 6 for the Eagles. Alexis De Leon in first, but right with her is J.C. Danmeyer. Danmeyer in 6. De Leon on the far side of the screen has the lead. And it will be Alexis De Leon with the win. Good race by J.C. Danmeyer for the second place finish. 2 sophomores there. Alexis De Leon gets the win. They post a time of 1:13.39. We'll be back with the boys' 100-yard backstroke. They have 2 heats for that. We'll be back with the first one right after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here as we are set for the first heat of the boys' 100-yard backstroke. Nathan Alanmano of the Mustangs in lane 3, Luke Becker in lane 4, and Waylon Patterson scheduled in lane 5. There's an extra participant in this in lane 6, whose name is not mentioned, so we'll try to track down that. Now they are checking that right now. Caleb McCord was ahead of the game. He's like, I'm ready. He'll be in the second heat. Alamano in 3, Becker in 4, Patterson in 5. Mustang, Angel. 5 is the closest to your screen as they take off. Alamano gets a good start. On lane 3, look, Becker right with him. 2 trips up and down. Now making some time as Waylon Patterson on lane 5. They make the turn. Patterson's in the lead. The time they're chasing, the best seed time, is turned in by Philip Majek. 104.53 in seed times. He'll be in the second heat. And so as this is timed, you're putting up your best time possible to go against people who will be in the pool after you. That makes this equally tough when you're in these heats like this. Patterson in front, no one chasing him right now. Patterson from Incarnate Ward is a freshman. Makes a strong turn to try to close this out. Again, the best time was 104.53 on the seed times. We're beyond that right now as Patterson will make the reach and touch the wall. Waylon Patterson. Second and third. This is a battle between Luke Becker in lane 4, but right ahead of him is Nathan Alamano in lane 3. Alamano for the Mustangs will make the stretch for the second spot in Heat 1, and Becker to follow. And Waylon Patterson posts the time to chase, 1:17.88. Now we're ready for the second heat. Incarnate Ward's Jonah Lugo in lane 2. Veterans Memorial Homero Villalon in lane 3. Veterans Memorial Philip Majak in lane 4. Veterans Memorial in lane 5 as well with Jordan Contreras. Lane 6, a Mustang, Caleb McCord in lane 7, which is the closest to your screen. Dablushi Isiofia also for the Eagles. On the turn, it's Majek. Majek in front, but is challenged over there by Jonah Lugo, who's way over in lane 2. Lugo is within reach of Majek. Majek touches the wall first, but watch as they come out. Lugo over there on the far side of the pool actually may have taken the lead here. Jonah Lugo in lane 2. He does make the turn, and Jonah Lugo is challenging Philip Majek for the win. Majek in 4, Lugo in 2, and Lugo still appears to may have the lead. Here's the stretch, and who won that? We'll wait for the posting on that. We'll be back with the girls' 100-yard breaststroke after this.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Okay, we are back for the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. Event number 21 of 24, so we're winding down this coverage. Catherine Hamish out in lane 2. Chloe Rosales in lane 3. Mia Grover in lane 4. Sarah Borkowski in lane 5. And Haley Wilson in lane 6. They make the turn. No one's in lane 4, so Mia Grover must have scratched. Chloe Rosales is in first place as they make the turn for lap number 2. Rosales, a sophomore for Incarnate Ward. She has the lead. She turned in a seed time of 1:28.61. Outside, Catherine Hamish is making a challenge for the Eagles in lane 2. Hamish touches the wall about the same time Rosales does. Comes out of the water. Rosales had a nice push, though. It's Rosales and Hamish. Hamish now in front. Hamish in lane 2 for the Eagles. Will capture the win, Hamish. Rosales comes in second. We'll wait for the posted time. Looks like 1:24.41 for Catherine Hamish. That's the girls' 100-yard breaststroke, and there is your posting. Hamish gets the win. Now we'll set it up for the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. This too will have 2 heats. Looks like 2 of the scheduled 3. Now the third will enter the pool. Grayson Centerfit in lane 3 if they get him over there. Centerfit takes his spot now. Luke Afuso in lane 4 and Luke Becker in lane 5. Afuso turned in a seed time of 1:47.90. He's in lane 4. This is the first of 2. Entering the pool first is Centerfit in lane 3. Centerfit with the lead, followed by Afuso and Becker behind him. Centerfit, after that great start, makes the turn. They push underwater. It's Afuso, but Centerfit continues to pace the way. This is the first lap. Second lap coming up. Centerfit makes a clean turn. Afuso behind him. within striking distance, but Centerfit right now controls this race. See Centerfit out in front. Centerfit makes the turn. Grayson Centerfit in front. Again, he'll post a time, and then they'll have a second heat to chase whatever he posts here. Centerfit with a good turn. Didn't post a seed time, but he'll hit the wall first, and Grayson Centerfit. Luca Fuso for Incarnate Ward will come in second in this heat. And he'll touch, followed by Luke Becker. Centerfit's time is 1:27.63. And that'll be the mark to chase for the second heat. And away we go on the second heat. Pretty much even on the start. We'll see who comes out of the water first. And making a lot of move is Matthew Shaw. Out there in lane 4, Shaw. Shaw with a nice lead as he starts the second leg of this race. Behind him is Isaiah Shimbunde, but Shimbunde has a long way to go to catch Shaw. Shaw posted a seed time of 1:68. Makes the turn for the final push. Matthew Shaw way out in front. And Shaw on his way to the win, chasing time right now. And he'll make the touch, and Matthew Shaw wins the boys' 100-yard breaststroke. Shimbunde for Incarnate Ward will come in second. Makes the touch. Third, looks like it's going to be Evan Riza. Riza touches just ahead of Joey Santali. And then Jonah Lugo and Andrew Zapata on the finish. Shaw with the win. With a time of 1:03.87. Final two races coming up. Girls and boys 400-yard freestyle after this.
At CCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at CCISD.
This will be the girls' 400-yard freestyle. And this will be just one team participating in this, so they'll be chasing a time of 3:52.19 for Veterans Memorial. J.C. Dameyer will start it, followed by Courtney Crow. Elena Hinton will take the third leg, and Avery Medina will be the anchor for this girls' 400-yard freestyle. No other teams entering this one. Dameyer in the pool. She's a sophomore. Crow a junior. Hinton a freshman. No other teams racing in this one, so the Eagles will be just trying to post a better time than their 3:52.19 seed time that was listed. DeMeyer. A strong finish, and on the turn, Courtney Crow will enter the water. $107.50 on the DeMeyer leg. Crow on her first turn will start her second lap. Beautiful facility here at Corpus Christi, the natatorium. Our appreciation for the CCISD IT department assisting us in figuring out how we were going to stream this one. Also the natatorium itself with Billy, great assistance trying to get our cabling in position to run cameras to provide you coverage here on Rio Sports Live. Crow finishes the second leg, and now Elena Hinton will enter the pool. At 2:34. So they're behind the pace of their 3:52 seed time. Again, normally you would see multiple schools at these events, and you wouldn't have this when you have one team racing alone. But because of the COVID-19, they're only allowed 3 schools in. They're only allowed 27 fans, I was told. Hinton making the turn. Avery Medina waiting for the anchor spot. Again, it's tough to go after your best time when there's just no competition at all in the pool. Avery Medina now in the pool. They'll wrap it up. This is the girls' 400-yard freestyle. It's the final race of the day for the girls. Go back, Catherine Himmish won the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. The girls' butterfly, Liliana Signs. For the girls' freestyle 50-yard, Emily Hand. On the 200-yard IM, it was the Eagles Veterans Memorial. Catherine Hamish. Miranda Guerra won the 200-yard freestyle, and the 200-yard medley relay was won by the Mustangs. Final turn for Avery Medina. Medina will wrap up the race for the girls' 400 freestyle relay, touching the wall. And that concludes this one. The time of 5:10:94. We'll be back with the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. It will be a race between the Eagles and the Angels. Back after this.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Back here for our final race, you see that 3 lanes will be occupied. Lane 1 will be the Veterans Memorial Eagles, Nathaniel Crossan, Homer Villalon, Andrew Zapata, and Philip Majek. The Eagles also have lane 4 with Isaiah Vidal, Deblushi Isafia, Paul Brown, and Matthew Shaw. And then the Angels of Incarnate Ward will have lane 5 nearest your screen. Final race, 400-yard freestyle. Each racer will go down and back twice, hand it off, and the anchors will wrap up the day and the race at the same time. Touching the wall first is Vidal for Veterans Memorial. Vidal makes the turn. His second lap. And he edges out to a lead. Incarnate Ward trying to stay with him on the bottom of your pool. Falling off the pace is Crossan. As Vidal turning in a good first leg of this race. Vidal with a great turn there to pull down the stretch. He'll turn it over to Deblushi Isafia. Isafia hits the pool as the second leg of this 400-yard freestyle for Veterans Memorial, and they continue to pace the way. Incarnate Ward behind them. Isafia maintaining control of that lead. Paul Brown will take over. Brown ready to hit the water as the third leg. Once Isafia finishes his second lap. Incarnate Ward in the near screen, and the leader is Veterans Memorial, the Eagles. Isafia making a strong finish. Brown to hit the water, Paul Brown. Incarnate Ward will hit the water right now. Brown nearly to the end of the pool as he makes the turn. The time they posted was 3:20.21 as their seed time. Brown starts his second lap. Incarnate Ward trying to chase him down. Maybe a little time has been made up, but Brown has a nice lead as he makes a turn, about to hand it over to Matthew Shaw, who will finish it up on the final leg of the final race of the day. Shaw, a senior for Veterans Memorial, hits the pool, has nearly a 1 pool length lead on second place Incarnate Ward. Shaw makes a turn, gets a kick. They're chasing 3:20.21. They've got a shot at this, at bettering their seed time. Matthew Shaw down the stretch will touch, and they'll better their seed time and get the win. Veterans Memorial wins the 400-yard freestyle. Incarnate Ward will come in second place. We'll take a look at the time posted for the win. For this Eagle team. Philip Majek will touch the wall for second place now for the Eagles. And Incarnate Ward will bring it in third. Your winner, Veterans Memorial. The time of 3:41:22. So that will wrap it up on the day of coverage here on Rio Sports Live. I hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Reminding you, we'll have some volleyball action coming up. May already have a game going on. I know we've got a couple of games coming your way, including one from the Rio Grande Valley. Brownsville St. Joseph finally hits the court as their volleyball teams are about a month behind the Coastal Bend. This has been a presentation of Rio Sports Live from the Corpus Christi Natatorium, a CCISD tri-meet between Corpus Christi King, Veterans, and Incarnate Ward. I'm Joe Bowling. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Watch the replays or go back and watch highlights a little bit later on today. Till next time, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to our viewers, thanks to the schools allowing us to broadcast the games. So long.